What is going on, guys? Money Webby here, back again on Thursday with a 9-game slate here tonight. I got it broken down for you with my money six of my favorite plays on the slate. So before we get going, if you could drop a like in the video, that'd be greatly appreciated. Let's try to get over 70 likes in this one. If we can hit that, thank you. Means a lot. Let's hop right into it, though. First guy up, we're going to go with David Price at 9,700 here. Been a really good pitcher throughout this whole entire year. Recently, the last 3 games, really good. 31, 22, 23. Left this game with like flu-like symptoms, I'm pretty sure. 21. So the last 4 real starts that he's had, he's been really good. And at home this year in his 4 starts, really good stuff. Batting average of 170. 1.08 ERA, 26 fantasy points per game, and he's going against a really bad Texas lineup against the lefties. So I think he has a really good shot here, showing off his improved strikeout stuff against his Texas team. He has a 29% K rate on the year, a 3.2 xFIP, so the analytics are really showing that he's been pitching well to prove that low ERA. Depart downgrade for Texas, and they're huge favorites in this game. David Price is like, they're like minus 225 to win, so really good odds. So I'm going to go ahead and lock him in there as my first pitcher. Then I'm going to go with J.A. Happ, another older guy. Was struggling through the first 7 in a row starts of the year. But over the last few games, he's starting to pick it up a little bit. 23, 20, and 29 drafting points. And the last 3, like I said, 2 of those on the road out of the Yankee Stadium. I don't know if that kind of helped him out a little bit, but this isn't going to be a park upgrade for him going to Chicago. Much easier part to limit the home runs than compared to Yankee Stadium. The White Sox are a strikeout-prone team. That's been Happ's kind of biggest downfall this year, is that the strikeouts haven't been coming to fruition as much as they did last year. He had a 26% K rate last year. It only has a 20% K rate, despite the swinging strike rate being like the exact same. So I think that could maybe normalize a little bit in a matchup against a White Sox team that does strike out. And at 8,700, it's a pretty good price, I would say, against the White Sox, considering Happ's upside if you can get that those kind of pitches, the swinging strike pitches going in this matchup. So I'm going to go ahead and lock him in there as my second guy. Then we're going to go with Nolan Arenado. This play could change as he's questionable kind of for this game, if you want to call it his day-to-day. He had an X-ray on it. He got hit in the arm yesterday, and he had to leave the game. So I'm not sure if he's going to be playing, but if he does play, this is a good spot for him going against a left-handed pitcher. We know that Arenado is always great against lefties. He has a 391 ISO and a 473 WOBA versus them this year. Coors Field, and we know that the bats always just kind of step up and are insane here at home. He has a 393 batting average and a 1.1 OPS at home. So crazy stuff. Going against Matt Strahm, a huge part downgrade going from San Diego to Colorado. They're implied 6.3 runs. So if Arenado's in this lineup, really like him. Obviously, if he's not, then we'll have to pivot off him to someone else. I'll tweet out about that on Twitter at MoneyWebby if that changes. But we're going to lock him in for now. And then for my second guy, I'm going to go with Didi Gregorius here at 4,300. Finally back off the injury, and he's been hitting pretty well. I thought there would be a little bit more rust for a guy that was out for a while, but it's really not been the case. 6, 21, 10 drafting points in all the games. He really got his normal amount of hits and just like a normal start. I'm guessing he was a pinch hitter in this game against Cleveland. So 4,300 here, really good matchup going against Ivan Nova, who's allowing a 407 WOBA and a 1.6 home runs per 9 to left-handed batters. And Didi Gregorius showed good power against righties last year, 256 ISO against them. And a 4,300 for a guy of his kind of pop and ability against righties, and Nova, not a good pitcher. They're implied 5.7 runs. I think the Yankees can really pile it on against Nova. So I'm going to go ahead and lock him in there as my second guy. I'm going to go with Whit Merrifield. Went with them yesterday. Went with them yesterday. And the same thing kind of applies here. That he's going against a lefty. The Detroit Tigers have been pretty easy to steal on. We've seen Merrifield get 2 stolen bases against them over the last 2 nights. And he stole 3rd yesterday. So this is really just kind of a spot where the Royals aren't afraid of stealing on this guy. I think they had like 5+ stolen bases against Daniel Norris yesterday. Going against Matt Boyd, a better lefty, obviously, but Merrifield, he's had his number so far in his career. He's 12 for 28 with 4 doubles, a triple and 5 stolen bases. I don't think he was caught stealing on any of those. On top of that, so really good ability there. If he just gets a single and a stolen base, he's already returning value. Is also $800 cheaper than he was yesterday. And like I mentioned with yesterday, he's better against lefties. He has good power against them, and he has that speed ability. So power and speed combo, one of the best things you can ask for in DraftKings for hitters, and he's at 4,000. So this seems too cheap for me. So I'm going to go ahead and lock him in there as my third hitter. I'm going to go with Rowdy Tellus here at 3,400. More just kind of a punt play with really good upside. He's been really bad recently, besides last night where he hit a grand slam. Somehow got a stolen base as well. Obviously, I don't expect a stolen base, but I think he does have that power upside against any really right-handed pitcher that doesn't have that stuff that can fool him. I mean, if Tellus gets his locations like down and in, or he can just absolutely golf swing it and just destroy it to right field, then I think he can go deep. And this is a spot not against a good pitcher. In Baltimore, it's going to be humid, winds blowing out to right field. And if he just doesn't get fooled here in the spot, I think he can go deep. And hopefully that home run yesterday kind of woke him up a little bit, can get him on one of those runs again where he hits a good amount of home runs in a short time span. So at 3,400, really good value considering his upside. I'm going to go ahead and lock him in there to fill it out of the money 6. So you got David Price, J.A. Happ, Rowdy, you got Merrifield, Arenado. Like I said, that could change his day-to-day, might not play, and Gregorius as the final guy. So good luck. Hope you guys enjoyed the plays. You can comment any questions you have down below. Be sure to drop a like before you head out and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hit that sub button, hit that bell icon after to get alerted every time I upload. But good luck. Hope you guys win a ton of money here on the slate. We'll see you back here again next time.